nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Chuck Bacon has our four-way test.
Join me in reciting the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do.
It is the truth, it is fair to all concerned, will it build goodwill and better friendships, will it be beneficial to all concerned.
Okay, thank you. You may have a seat and we have a couple of announcements today, but I want to do introductions first. And I just want to remind you that I do believe we are recording. Are we recording? Okay, we are recording. This meeting will end up on our YouTube channel, and that is Norman Rotary Club if you want to go back and watch something. So let's take a minute to introduce our guests.
Don't take the mic out. Oh, too late. I was going to let Kyle introduce our guests as they actually work with you as assistant district governor.
Yeah. Okay, we're the guests. Well, okay, very good. All right, well, we have Nate Schott. Please stand up, Nate. So Nate is our district governor nominee. He's in Duncan. He's been an assistant governor with me. He's also one of our Rangers, thank you. I was looking for I was going to say buckaroo. No, so anyway, but one of our Rangers down at Pets. He's been in Rotary for a while. So anyway, please help me welcome our district governor nominee. Also at the district level, yes, please stand. So Tamara Holland is this club's assistant district governor. So this is her first year in doing this, but you all know Tamara. She's been past president of the Newcastle Club, which she formed. So please help me welcome Tamara. And then also here is Richard. Please stand, Richard. So Richard also in the Newcastle Club. So it was all women until we decided to be more inclusive in Newcastle. So broke it open. So yeah, broke that glass ceiling. So appreciate that. And Richard Holland is the president-elect for the Newcastle Club. Please help me welcome Richard.
Okay. And I do want to, again, apologize for the very haphazard installation of my 25-26 board, and I would like to do that again now that we are officially in a meeting. So if I can have board members come up here, that would be Jamie Swain, Liz Barfield, Stephen Caranda, Steve Woods, Michael Stinnett, Dennis Brigham, not here, Jenny Gifford, Charlie Nicholson, Ron Lynch, Joan Harrison, Joe Foote, Craig Heaton, Alice McGrew, Art Lee, Randy Woods, Dan Shin, Dina Kelly, Sean Stinnett. Okay, so let's do this more politely and officially. So when yes. I'm over here. Okay, after I say I, you have to state your name. I do solemnly pledge that I will fulfill the duties of my office in the Norman Rotary Club to the best of my ability. That I will support President Liz and will abide by our club's constitution and bylaws. This is your 25-26 board. Thank you guys very much. I look forward to working with all of you. Okay, we have several announcements today. First, I'm going to lead off. On your table is a sign-up sheet for dinner for 8. I mentioned that in my talk last week, and it is an initiative to try to get you all to know each other better. But yes, it's after hours. It is completely voluntary. What we're going to do is draw names randomly for that month, and then you and a +1 if you want one. You don't have to have a +1. You can just come. But it's your responsibility to coordinate with the other 3 Rotarians involved for dinner. One time is the expectation. If y'all love each other and you have a great time, go more. But that's kind of the idea. And if your +1 can be a spouse, significant other, it can be a friend, somebody who's sitting on the fence about joining Rotary. there really are very few parameters to this. So I hope you take advantage of this. We'll kick it off in August. So I hope there's a number of you that are interested in getting to know your fellow Rotarians better. So, okay, I do have sad news. We learned that Tom Seal has passed. His funeral is August 14th, 10 a.m. at St. Thomas More. So keep him, his family in your prayers. Liz, do you have a Latour event announcement? It's weird to see you on holidays.
It's kind of weird to be able to sit at a different table and eat with everyone else while they're eating. So Latour event, you've heard we're gonna start this dinner for 8 in August. So when everyone first gets together for their first dinner for 8, I think you all should just buy tickets and come to Latour event for your first dinner for 8. Tickets are $100, but we need the support. There are tickets available now. Perfect timing right there. But really what I'm asking our club and other people out in the community is, please know that we have not met our fundraising goal for Latour event, which means we do not have enough money to give the clubs and to give our benefactor even before the event starts. So we had a lofty goal of $100,000. We have lowered that lofty goal back to where we were last year and trying to reach $65,000 in sponsorship dollars first. We are coming up quick on the event date of August 23rd, and we really need people that know people that can even give $500. Lots of $500 will still get us to that goal. We're at committed money right now, we're at $47,000, so we got a little ways to go, but we need our Rotarians to help think outside of our club and just tell myself or Jamie or Joe, somebody that we can call on and ask for a $500 sponsorship or a $1,000 sponsorship. I'm not looking for $5,000, I'm not looking for $10,000, I'm looking for $500. So, I'm also a good auctioneer, not really, just kidding. Yeah, but negotiate with me, talk with me, tell me somebody else I can reach out to, that Jamie can reach out to. We have asked everyone from the past, and we're not getting as many yeses. We need new blood, we need new sponsors. And it comes with tickets, so you're already going. And you're all gonna be there anyway. So just tell me, please, I beg you. Okay.
All right, let's do this. Shauna, do you have a quick announcement?
I just wanted to remind everybody that we are doing children's books to probably middle school age for the Little Read Wagon program, and I'm going to collect again next week. You can bring any children's books, new or gently used, and then we're going to pass them up and distribute them at the end of the month to different parks in the area. And Charlie Nicholson told me that Ollie's was a really great place to buy books. They've got several and they were very inexpensive, so just wanted to pass that along. Great.
Thank you for coordinating that effort. Mona, do you have something you would like to say?
Very quickly, we know Jack Williams, we have heard of Fostering Futures. We signed up at Christmas time to shop for kids in foster care. Fostering Futures, formerly known as CAB, our biggest fundraiser is coming up. If you're big OU fans, this is OU football coaches luncheon. The OU football coach is going to be there. Some players, Pride is going to sing. They still have a few tables available, and now they have individual seats. I put these on a few tables. I didn't have a lot, but if you're interested, please let me know. Thank you.
Okay, we also have a special recognition. Are you ready? Come on. Still tag teaming.
I was done with the podium today, but I guess I wasn't. So last year we challenged our club to bring in new members and for members to bring in new members, and we did that resoundingly well. We had 17 new members in our club while I was president last year. We're going to do even better this year. We have lots of things in the works to help grow our club and keep it vital and engaged. But we put out a challenge for whoever was going to bring in the most lowest members would get a gift certificate to a local restaurant here in Norman. And we had a tie, so they both get it. So, can I please have Charlie Nicholson and J.D. Swain come to the front? So, I'm going to recognize you with a $100 gift certificate to spend wisely or not. Take it up right now. All right, for you as well. Thank you so very much. Yes. Thank you for everyone that helped. We had 8 members bring in new members, and let's continue that positive energy. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I just want to point out that the 2 people that were just recognized for bringing in 2 members apiece are new members. So it's pretty easy. We can do this, okay? All right. We have some special recognitions that we are going to do because I saw Mr. Gobley walk in. I don't know where. There you are. Are you ready? Yeah? No? Oh, sorry. Okay. You know what? We're going to pause that and we'll recognize those people next week. So, sorry about that. Okay. Bear with me. I told you I'd mess up some. Okay. So, we're going to move on to our speaker. I'm going to have a privilege of introducing Michael Ridgeway, who is our district governor. Michael is a lawyer whose past experience includes serving as general counsel for the Oklahoma Insurance Department and 5 years as general counsel and board secretary for the Dubai Financial Services Authority. He is currently a sole practitioner focused on insurance regulation, which primarily involves interacting on behalf of clients with the Oklahoma Insurance Commissioner and his staff. I'm glad you do that. He does not generally do litigation, with 2 exceptions. He represents the Oklahoma Property and Casualty Insurance Guarantee Association, and he consults and testifies as an expert for law firms across the country. Michael has a law degree and a BA in public administration, both from OU. He has season football tickets and attends every home game, even when the team is struggling or the weather is miserable. Michael and his wife Judy have 4 or 5 adult children. Are you sure? It's complicated. They also have 6 grandchildren. They live in a log home on a small ranch in East Norman with 3 horses, 10 ducks, this is my favorite part, 6 geese, 1 dog, and 2 mini cats. All of whom appreciate Michael's commitment to service above self at mealtime. It is my pleasure to introduce District Governor Michael Ridgeway. Please stand and welcome him.
Thank you, Liz. You know, after my installation, first of all, thank you for providing the venue and the work for my installation ceremony. I would call Stephen or Liz or different folks and I'd say, what am I supposed to be doing? And the answer was always nothing. We've got to take care of it. So I really, really appreciate that. And afterwards, I said to my wife, Judy, did you ever in your wildest dreams imagine that I would be district governor? And she said, honey, my wildest dreams do not include you as district governor. I thought that I would just sort of ease into the position of district governor on July 1, but a few months beforehand, somebody asked me, what are you going to do for your coronation or inauguration or whatever you want to call it? And I thought about that because words are important, and it's not a coronation. It's not an inauguration. I'm not royalty. Not really anybody who has any power to govern as such. I really am a servant, is what I am. I'm here to help you, the clubs, accomplish the goals that you've set out for yourselves. And I
realized that what I was doing, in not being crowned, was being installed as a part of a machine, part that all of you are of that same machine. We are all parts of the same machine that does great work in our community and in our world. So installation clearly was the right word, the right verb for that ceremony. It's an honor to be a part of that machine. And at that point was really driven home to me when I went to International Assembly in Orlando. That's 4 days of training that all district governors have to go through. 535 district governors from around the world converge in one big hotel there, and they go through training together. And one of the DGs that I met is Dr. Elizabeth Cherry, and she's from Bangalore, India. And she gave me her business card, and I asked her about it. Because although she's a PhD and she's a scholar, she's an academic, she teaches at the university level, she is involved with the World Health Organization and the World Bank, both. She's well known and well written, but her business card does not say doctor. And I asked her about that. It has two things on it. One of them is Professor Elizabeth Cherry. And the reason for that is doctor is what she has accomplished. It's what she's learned. Professor is what she's imparting to others. She's teaching others. And in her mind, that's more important than what she knows. What she gives is more important than what she knows. But the critical part of this is in front of professor, she has RTN, which stands for Rotarian. She's not the only person that I met at International Assembly who has that on their business cards, or on their LinkedIn pages, or as part of the bios that they use when they speak at conferences or academic get-togethers. And she explained that being a Rotarian is an honor. It's a title of honor that in her mind is higher than a PhD. That really got me thinking, and I embraced that idea. And I thank you, all of you, for being Rotarians. And I wish that you will embrace that same feeling for yourselves and for your others. Who am I? I was asked to provide a bio. I wrote a bio that has a little bit of silliness in there, but it says what I've done for a living, where I went to school, that I go to OU football games, and then a little silliness about my family. But if you look at my business card, and this is the business card that I hand to everybody, not just Rotarians, but one side of it, what I call the back side, talks about the fact that I'm a lawyer. The front side, with my picture on it, talks about the fact that I am one of many people of action as a Rotarian. And it tells where my club meets, when my club meets, and it tells what my role is in the district. That's more important to me than being a lawyer. And I hope that you all will value your experience and your status as a Rotarian as much as I do. We are people of action. We are making a difference in our communities and in the world, and we are leaving our mark. On the issue of leaving our mark, some of you have seen this before, but I'm going to show it to you again. I was walking through the insurance commissioner's office a few months ago, and I saw this on a lady's cubicle, an employee there. And I recognized it because it's a Valentine that I made for every employee of the department in 2008. She still has it posted on her cubicle. And I asked her about that, and she said that it expresses sentiment that she wants to be reminded of every day. If you can't read it, what it says is care, do good, and do it well. And on the inside it says, thank you for all you do. She has had that on her cubicle for 17 years. We don't know when we're touching people. We don't know when we're making a difference in people's lives. We don't know oftentimes how we're going to be remembered. But it touched me to know that this message has stuck with that lady for 17 years, and everybody that walks past her cubicle has seen that message every day. As district governor, my role is to help you in your efforts to promote service, ethics, and fellowship opportunities. We've got membership grants that I know that Liz and others are familiar with. These are a special grant, one-time grant this year that's available for membership recruiting efforts, for startup clubs, startup costs for companion clubs, things like that. You can apply for a grant of up to $500 to offset or pay for those kinds of expenses. You can also come up with a new service project and apply for a grant from the district, again, up to $500. So that's a total of $1,000 of free money that's available to you. These are not the usual district grants that have to go through this long approval process and have separate bank accounts and reporting after the fact. These are very simple, one-page application forms. They'll probably be turned around within 48 hours. Really easy to get. Free money. Take advantage of it. Don't let it go by. The other thing that I want to mention is November 7th, we're going to have a district day of service. I'm encouraging all clubs to do some sort of service project on Saturday, November 7th. You may be thinking, but it's the football season. Well, neither OU nor OSU has a game on November 7th. So no excuses. As district governor, I do have a few asks of you, and these are unenforceable asks. I may do some arm twisting on some of them, but there's not really anything I can do to be compliant. But I hope that you will respond in the affirmative. The first one is, please apply for the 2 district grants that are available. I do ask you to support the Rotary Foundation if you choose. We used to have an initiative called Every Rotarian Every Year, which is kind of, seems like it's gone by the wayside. But the foundation does do good work. And so consider donating to the foundation if you don't already. Also consider joining the Polio Plus Society by committing $100 a year to the Polio Plus Society. You can find details about that on the district website. I want to create a district disaster response committee. Last year, Sulphur had a devastating tornado that took out its downtown. I drove down there a few days after the tornado, and it was a tearjerker. And there was, the downtown was gone, the houses surrounding downtown were wiped out. People were homeless. We did raise some money as a district, and we put out a call across particularly our zone, and were able to collect some money that went to good use to help with rebuilding efforts. But we don't have an organized disaster response committee. So I'm looking for people who would be willing to serve on that committee. I think we can use a lot of different skill sets, ranging from organizational skills, perhaps first aid skills, people who have tractors, front end loaders, trailers, strong arms, strong backs, work gloves, teenage children. I will put up my hand. I have a tractor with a front end loader and a 16-foot utility trailer and a pickup truck, and I will volunteer to be on the committee. But I'm not going to do it by myself. So I would appreciate any of you who are interested in helping with that. Let me know sometime after the meeting. I also want some people to volunteer to be on the district conference planning committee, because I'm not an event planner. I need somebody who, I'm watching somebody trying to avoid making eye contact. But there are people in here who you've proven your ability to put together an event. The installation went off on a clock. And so I particularly have faith in this club. And I'm particularly making a request to you to step up and serve on the district conference planning committee. I'd like to ask you to consider attending a couple of training events. There's a summer leadership seminar in Oklahoma City on August 9th. The information on that is on the district website. There's a Rotary Multi-District Training Institute in Pflugerville, Texas, which is down near Austin. That's on August 1st. Yeah, August 1st and 2nd. And then the Zone Institute is in Columbus, Ohio, September 4th through the 6th. On a personal note, we serve as Rotarians, we serve people not only through our clubs, but also as individuals. We all have that heart of service. We all have things that we care about, ways that we help other people. We just have that, we have that in our sight. And there's a couple of personal requests that I'm going to make from you. The first one, and again, you all may have heard these before. The first one is about an organ donation. I have a sister who had a heart transplant February 1st, 1989. She lived until March 23rd, 2022. She died at the age of 60, having lived 33 years with somebody else's heart beating inside of her. Somebody who died and whose family, in their time of grief, agreed to allow their child's organs to be used to give life to others. I've got such tremendous gratitude to that family and compassion for that family, and tremendous gratitude for having my sister in my life for an additional 33 years. It wouldn't have happened without that. There are over 100,000 people on the waiting lists for organ transplants. Many of those people will never get the organs. So I'd like to ask you to consider making your wishes known to your family, because this. That's what's gonna happen when the time comes. Doctors are gonna come to your family and ask, may we use your loved one's organs to give life to someone else? Let your family know if you wish to be an organ donor. The second thing, I went 61 years not being a blood donor. My wife gave blood regularly. I always said it was inconvenient, it was a nuisance. The fact of the matter is I was afraid of needles. I didn't want to be stuck with a needle. Finally, at the age of 61, I got over it. I went in. It was no big deal. I gave blood. They checked my platelet count. They said I had a strong platelet count. They have a real shortage of platelets. Platelets can't be frozen and stored like whole blood. They can only keep platelets for about a week. And platelets are used primarily for people who have lost the ability to clot because of cancer treatment. A lot of childhood leukemia and other cancer patients need platelets. So I agreed to give platelets. And since then, I've given platelets over 80 times. And I'm a huge advocate of blood donation. I realized only recently that blood and blood products are not given routinely. It's not like you go to the hospital and they hook you up to a bag of saline. Blood is only given when the person's going to die without it. Think about that. You're going to die if they don't receive somebody's donated blood. So every time that I'm giving platelets, I'm thinking about those kids that are receiving the platelets from my body, and they're living because of it, and they wouldn't live without it. Last week, I spoke to 5 Rotary clubs, and in 2 of those clubs, one of them, a member, said his wife has to receive platelets every 2 weeks, and without them, she would die. In another club, a lady said that she went through a period where she had to receive platelets, and she would have died if she had not received them. It's not just a convenience, it's a life or death deal. So, if you don't want to give blood, I'm not going to try to talk you out of it, but I do ask you to find something that you're as passionate about as I am about blood and organ donation. Find something you are passionate about. Grab hold of it, talk about it, infect other people with your passion, because it's contagious. You know, that passion for service is contagious. So take some action to spread the word about whatever it is that you're passionate about. Newcastle had a blood drive Tuesday. Thank you. Are y'all having a blood drive? I see some heads now. Yeah? Sooner has one on the 25th. You all have one on the 25th? Okay. Sooners having one on the 25th. Age's president is executive director of the Oklahoma Blood Institute in Ada. There's a member in Ardmore who's the executive director of Oklahoma Blood Institute in Ardmore. And Little Medill, is planning to sponsor a blood drive. So anyway, if blood or organ donation is not your thing, just find something about which you're passionate. Engage in some sort of a service project on November 7th when there's not a football game, or whenever, any other time that you think is appropriate. When we are being the Rotarians that we should be, we make a difference. We leave a mark. And people are attracted to us and they want to be one of us. Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. So I encourage you to care, to do good, and to do it well. Thank you for what you're doing to make our community and our world a better place. Thank you for leaving your mark. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate in service. Please call on me if there's anything that I can do to help you achieve your goals.
Thank you, District Governor Ridgeway. We appreciate your words. Lots of good things to think about there. As we close out today, just want to recognize our guests. And I know Carla Atkinson is back there. We will say hi to you earlier, but hi, Carla. We appreciate Nate and who am I forgetting? Tamara and Richard. Oh my gosh, you're so nice to me. Thank you for being here. We have a couple of extra in the room. We're glad for all of our guests to be here. Just a couple of things. The blood drive that Sooner Rotary is doing is the 25th. Remember to collect some books, bring them next week, and I would love you to go out and have a great week.